Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys in a bit of a hole here, 2-4 through 6 games. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him strike.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on speed other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 11 carries, 63 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
10 plus, ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or they chip away at their timing.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape,
the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Nix. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now it's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Good for a Cowboys first down.
Nix to the air. He completes it to Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
throwing Nix. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
to throw. Here's Nix. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to the air with Nix. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Nix. Is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and 11.
He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from it pretty quickly. Obviously not.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 25 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play-action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
Operating from the gun is Nix. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
First down carry for Barkley. And he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Results in a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun is Nix. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Nix going to keep this himself. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
A short one there, caught by Likely. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley powering his way forward. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go. Right.
Love now. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Love. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. A gain there of 30 big ones. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 30. And the Washington 1st down.
Love looking to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Sanders diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Singletary loses it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Touchdown, Washington! So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Nix. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To Barkley on the check down. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them to lead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run by Bigsby. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay, ready? Field flat. Let's go. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Right side to Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Going for it with Sanders. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go now. Ready.
Love. And it's caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jordan Love, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this 1st half, with his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nix from the shotgun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moss. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
37-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Nix to the air. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. And it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Raiders in the AFC West. And it's the All-Pro Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Chiefs win their second straight as they get the victory here. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Vikings quarterback. He was sensational all afternoon. This, one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Vikings get just their second win of the season. They improve to 2-4. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Saints improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Down. Ready?
They'll go again to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Come on. Set.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Set. Ready. 30. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Okay.
From
Right.
just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Set. Set.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Yeah. Cut.
From the gun, Bigsby. And it's a room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
And Bigsby once more. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a carry for Sanders. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Let's go next. Cut.
Love will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jordan Love with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left, shedding through the defense. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaiah Likely, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's the backup Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. A run here with Bigsby. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Bigsby will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. To throw, here's Nix. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 38 now, here's second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys.
Here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. At the 26.
To throw is Nix. Once again, Rucker. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They work now on second and 9.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Again, it's Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing Nix. On target to his man, likely. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Working out of the gun is Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This likely a must-have, third and goal.
3 yards. It's now third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bo Nix, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Washington, first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Bigsby. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Cousins on the keeper. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. 2 yards is the pickup, and Washington going to have a first down.
yards on the play. Washington first down.
Here's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.